just to get people into the game.
Maybe it will be a good
And
idea
now,
for you to, mark later in the videos when the game starts, so people will know,
yes,
when is the empty
yeah,
screen, let's say.
absolutely. I expect Philly and Mistergreen to be on time because they're in the Discord and whatnot. So I'll post the links if my. Come on, YouTube. Oh, speak of the devil. There they are. All right, let me
Which one is
get this
the
code.
devil?
Oh, they've gone straight in.
No messing around.
No messing around at all. That's what we like to see. Right, okay. I should get into the game then if that's the case. Oh, wait. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Let's go. Right. Okie dokie. I don't know if anybody's watching yet, but anyway, I'll do my introduction. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the League of Dracula. We have here for you a match from the first stage, Group C, between Mistergreen playing as the Hunters and jbphilly playing as Dracula. And expect, this broadcast will contain strong language from the very start, and language which people might find unsettling because we've got Roscoe here with us.
Let fuck.
There we go. And just to bring a little bit of, sensitivity and some more common sense to it, we've got Kazakh as well.
Yes, no better source of sensitivity and common sense than me.
Absolutely. There we go. Jack doesn't pick a starting location yet, but that's fine. So yeah, we'll wait for people to get in, hopefully.
So can I check just the common sense and sensitivity? I am the aggression. What does that put you? What are you? Put your comments in.
I don't know.
But this is
the beta male, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what it makes me. Anyway.
You're the alpha hunter.
I'm the alpha hunter.
Yes, metal's clinging.
I see. Oh, Bordeaux Star by Mistergreen for Seward.
Yeah.
There's 4 people here. Hello, everybody in the chat. I've turned up Roscoe's volume a tiny bit because I think it's a little bit quiet in the last live stream, but let me know if you want me to adjust volume. Oh, there's a forewarned as well. Hello, hello everybody in the chat. Hello. Feel free to leave your comments. I will read them out. That's why I am the comment reader. That is my
narrator.
Exactly. Yes. So just let you know.
Brother's grim, twisted tail.
So just let you know, state of play. Both of these players only played 1 match in the first week, and they both won. So yeah, top of the table clash, I say, after 1 week, or one match, but it is what it is. But just to let you know in advance that Philly, his other game this week is a hunter game against Edward Scissorhands. So yeah, if Edward Scissorhands is the dark horse for the tournament, then yeah, that's not a match that jbphilly will be looking forward to. But you got to play the best to beat the best. Nope, that's the wrong way around. To be the best, you have to play the best. There we go.
Actually, you need both. You can't be the best if you play the best. You need to learn from someone, right?
That's right. Yeah.
And that's the common sense I introduce here.
Scot-sword's got one job and he fucks it up, and then we'll catch it. Yeah, what Scot-sword meant to say was.
Yeah.
I am the one who is foiled by tongue twisters. There you go. That is my role in this production.
Yeah. But still, I'd say we might be up to an interesting match because I played actually jbphilly. I played him quite a lot for past few months, and it is interesting because like a month ago, I played him few times a week, and I had 100% win rate against him. I didn't even need to try to win. But lately, first I needed to play some hunters to practice, and I won 1 game by my skin of a teeth. Like on last day, I just drew the renewed victory big red godalming, and 3 other hunters bunched on him, and I managed to win just barely. And then I lost 2 games in a row against him. And I watched a few games of his games against Mistergreen, and he won once as Dracula, and few were extremely close. So it appears that he has some hidden talent, or maybe not hidden for long, for Dracula play, because his movement sometimes is very nasty.
Oh, definitely a player who's sort of just grown into it as they've been practicing. That's great to see.
I think
yeah,
we say about the game, don't we? It's got a very steep learning curve, but once you get to that top, all of a sudden it becomes, oh right, people start, it's like overnight they go, I get it, and that's it. But it takes a while to get to that stage of understanding every nuance with it. Early behind the veil,
fog gone, but there's a vampire, there's a spy. I think there's a mob, wolves, I think, if I remember rightly, or bodyguard rather. Yep. He's look, Mistergreen. Oh, he took a very long time to make that choice. Maybe he's considering the vampire. Maybe he's writing stuff down, perhaps.
Probably writing stuff down, or also he has forewarned on Mina, so maybe he was thinking, I can live with 1 fog. Maybe I will never see 2nd fog, and just get vampire out.
Very possibly. Yep.
Right. Has he got Birchmalley's radar?
Also, Mr. Green sometimes likes discard stakes, so like getting the vampire out allows him to be even more aggressive.
No, check Spain because of the fact that he's left it open. Where's
yeah. Good check.
No, Mettking, you haven't missed anything. We're still in first week. There's behind the veil. There's a forewarned on Mina, but that's pretty much it. Forgot this. So yeah, I think we've got, jbphilly, a newer member of the community, joined a similar time to you, because I think, but just the, clearly sort of grown into the game over the last, couple of months or so, especially with the build up to the tournament, and then, we all know about Mistergreen. He's been a stalwart of the community. My first ever game was against him. I got 11 influence or something like that against him because I killed Mina and got a reckless mature and thought, oh, this was a piece of piss. And then he just demolished me. So he's a highly, highly experienced player, and we were talking about it before in the previous live stream. He is almost unflappable in terms of just like his composure. It's just classic Swedish mentality. It's just very focused, very chilled out.
And also he knows when to switch playstyle. Sometimes he realizes, okay, I'm in clear disadvantage. I need to win by desperate move. And then he just makes a guess where you are. He goes there, and he may have lost a game, but he makes one guess that he may turn everything upside down. And I had many games like that when I managed to kill someone, or I managed to mature a rumored vampire, sometimes with a hoax, and I feel, okay, this is my game to win. A few days later, bam, I'm fighting 3v1 and I'm dead.
And that's arguably way more dangerous to play against, right? When you don't know what sort of, from move to move, what he's exactly going to do.
Yeah, he's very unpredictable. He has many styles, because sometimes he does like your favorite, the Digiland style of clearing everything, sometimes even layers, and sometimes he just, oh, I don't see a rumor token, I don't see a trail, and he just goes right at the Dracula, ignoring and letting you mature some stuff.
Yeah, he's very versatile in his gameplay. And
you talked about Roscoe in terms of like his ability to like plan ahead with event cards and the like.
It's almost what what's the word? I was going to say conveyancing, but that's a completely wrong word.
Like clairvoyant almost.
So but it's almost like he just goes, oh, I need this, and all of a sudden you kind of like, thank God he hasn't got renewed figure charter carriage. He just goes, what, these? Boom, boom, boom. And you're like, fuck. And I like the fact is what he did, because when I joined 3 years ago in this, or 4, whatever it was, and it was Mistergreen and Quincy were kind of really the only 2 in the Discord, so it was the 3 of us just basically playing each other because there was nobody else around. And he's, when he picks and chooses the right kind of moves, it's, you're like, okay, this is going to be difficult.
It would be interesting to see where his scouts now, because he expanded 2 scouts for Spain. He doesn't rule it entirely. Okay, and he goes for
he's
the east.
ruling at the east now.
Old school.
Mm.
Yeah, the old school.
Yeah, Valhalla and Sofia are good bets because it is hard to move long, like free spaces, even with height in the east, without moving there. And it's so tempting as Dracula to go into the small cities, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, I think a point you made as well, Kachech, is right that a lot of this game comes down to your own self-doubt. A lot of time, players are kind of like, right, I'll do this. Oh no, hang on, should I not? And I agree with you. There's certain games I'll play, and it's either 50-50. It's either you're going to hit the right mark or you've lost the game. But it's one of those you go, right, I'm going to commit to this. I'll try it and see. And if you find it, job done. And I think a lot of time players can talk themselves out of a move because they're thinking about, but if you did this and this and perhaps you did this, it's like just concentrate on your game and commit to a move. And obviously not reckless, don't just move when you don't know where Dracula is, but when you've got a kind of educated guess where he could be,
Yes.
and it's 50-50, you just go, right, it's one of the two, fuck it, let's just go there. And as you say, it could be a 3-on-1 and you win the game, or you would have lost the game had you not made a decisive move anyway. So you've really got nothing to lose.
Yeah, but also sometimes he can be very unpredictable, and it is strange because most of Hunter plays are predictable because like Hunter game is usually about like edging out. You just cut down Dracula possibilities, you just manage your items, manage your events, and you somewhat like take the game slowly away from Dracula, right? Take away where he can move, take away his trail. But it can be sometimes predictable. Oh, Hunter shouldn't go there because what if Dracula is? It is dangerous. Or okay, this is not efficient for hunters. This is like the suboptimal move. But sometimes he can just pull the trigger. And I've even saw a game against you, Scot-sword, when he had like 4 health, Godalming extremely low, and Helsing, who has naturally low health, and saw you landing in a port, and he just didn't even flinch. He moved both of those hunters for a fight, and it turned out that his aggressive playstyle, Godalming didn't die, and he just did a lot of damage to you. And like, just what happened?
Yeah.
I shouldn't be attacked here. Hunters shouldn't do this.
Well, I remember the game in the Spring Championship where I played as Dracula against him, and I feel like I played the game really well, but it all came down to the fact that he just took one aggressive fight with me early. I didn't respect the possibility of him having holy bullets. That's all he did. He did a 1 holy bullet attack against me, and then just left the combat. But that 5 health I lost cost me the game. Because even though it dragged out until the 4th week, it didn't matter, because he just knew, oh, you're going to be down so much health, you're going to have to take risky moves to try and get away from me. I'm just going to slowly just wear you down. And just buy his time until the perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
And Warecraft's in the chat. Hi, Warecraft. Mettking's talking about that's one of my biggest problems. I start thinking about 2 or 3 choices as Dracula, and half of the time I just keep thinking and ultimately run into the overthinking problem. Yeah.
It's too easy. It's so easy to do, though.
Analysis paralysis. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then you will end up making the wrong move then, because you just overthink everything.
Yeah.
Just commit to a strategy and just go for it. Oh.
Okay.
Extremities. So the only extremity location he has, well, then not isn't good because of Seward. I'm just so used to Seward being in Madrid.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like moving Seward away from Spain weakens Spain, but it makes much stronger all other sides of the map. Like even Amsterdam isn't that big of a deal.
Yes, because he's a little bit closer. Yeah, from a hunter perspective, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean,
and you're almost trying to call the bluff because by leaving Spain open, does Dracula think, well, you're going to search there, I won't go there? Or it's like leaving the UK, but UK is different because you've got the ocean, it's harder to get to, but Spain, it's almost, you're baiting them into it. Go on then. All right, let's see where he... Start. All right, okay.
Okay, that's nice.
High scouts in Sofia and Valona didn't pick it up.
Yeah, he avoided them. Nice.
Maybe a Galatz and then a 10 and then a 17.
Maybe, or
perhaps it could have been in Varna when Sofia was.
It has to be Varna. Yes, it has to be Varna.
And maybe he's now in Valona. Because he searched Valona once. He's never going to search Valona again with a high scout.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is Varna to Constanta, probably. and then Bucharest.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So yeah, you went Varna, Constanta, Bucharest, and now he's like,
Ah,
oh yeah, that's true. You can't be that. Yeah, you could be in Sofia now. You could be in Sofia now because he checked Sofia before.
Yeah, which is interesting. Second game today, when Dracula got revealed by scouts in the east. Ah, no, but not by scouts. This was for newspaper.
Mettking then made an excellent counterpoint to that being that the other half of the time, I realise I'm about to start overthinking, so then I just go with like an initial thought and commit to it, and then it's the wrong one because I didn't think enough.
Yeah.
So it's that fine line. You need to think, but not think too much.
Yeah.
But that's where practice comes in. That's where the autopilot sort of aspect of it. Like if you play just enough, you're able to take your turns without burning too much brain power. So then when you do need to make a really critical move, you have enough energy to be like, right, I can think about this move properly. If you exhaust yourself early trying to make moves, you're just going to be exhausted by the end of the game, and then you just make wrong decisions. Yeah.
By the way, do you remember who drew the newspaper?
Who revealed newspaper? No, I don't actually. No.
Because Mina discarded the stake. So
interesting.
Discard the stake when you're like next to the northeast.
Unless it's got a duplicate. Gyro. Mistergreen is hunters in this match. jbphilly is Dracula. And when I write the titles of my videos, the hunter player is always stated first. But maybe I should use like a letter or something to show it.
Congratulations, Gyro, and a happy belated birthday from Birchmalley.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Victorious Gyro is in here. Spoiler alert, people. Sorry, in case you hadn't seen the previous live stream, but come to expect spoilers by now.
The thing he wrote on his list he got.
So, are we betting how many Emmanuels will see this game?
I'm betting less than the last game.
Yes. Yeah.
Most probably.
Yeah.
I
would bet 0 actually.
Unless jbphilly just goes batshit crazy and decide. Unless Mistergreen just goes. Do you know what? I mean, Mistergreen has been known in the past for just supplying a light because he doesn't know the difference between a sun and a fucking moon.
Well, to be fair, he lives in Sweden, right? So during the summer, he only sees day.
In fact, if I go to Stockholm, I should say, "Are you around?" Yeah, but the amount of times you do it, it's like, "Are you supplying for a reason?" Oh, it's night time. Sorry. You're great to have on the team.
We did that once. We did like a community 4v1, and he just night supplied with Mina, got vampiric influence immediately. Oh, what a lad. Yeah. But even as Dracula, he's a very irritating Dracula to play against too, because sometimes he plays standard. He doesn't do lair stuff so much, but he'll play like standard Dracula. But then sometimes he will just pull out the trixiest move ever, and you're just like, oh well then.
Yes.
You cannot leave any stone unturned when he's Dracula. There's so many good players in the community, but
he's the hardest I faced who can. Maybe it's just down to my poor hunter skills, but if he's Dracula, he can go around and literally go round in circles as if he's right behind you, and yet you still manage to miss where he's gone. It's either through misdirect or this or that, and I'm like, right, you must be over there now, and he's just basically moved to adjacent to a hunter, whereas everyone would assume he's going to get us further away. And Germany was always his good little, he would just go round Frankfurt, like, where the fuck he is, and then you're just sitting there going, I don't know where he is.
Yeah. Well, I remember I did a video where I was going to analyse every hunter move I ever did, and he just embarrassed me by just going all around Central Europe, and I just couldn't find him. It was so embarrassing. It was like, well, fair enough.
Here we go.
So it was Varna. That was the right call. Tried to carry.
Now, I'm surprised.
Yeah, because this is Sofia and there's a bats. I wanted to move to Budapest and then Charlie Carriage.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to Constanta. Oh, to bypass Sofia.
Maybe Mina task is going Varna.
Maybe.
But is he confident? Yeah. She has only one event. So how good is horse economy? Yeah, but also that's the thing with Seward, right? Seward right now will be moving to 47 or 48 if he started in 33, 34.
If he doesn't have horses, yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
if he rolled well now, 2 movement, he goes to Marcellus, and next move he's back in Munich and he's cutting off Dracula. Just
Yeah,
moves.
absolutely.
And it is really scary.
Or if he's wanting to trade with Van Helsing because there's a horse or whatever, he's much closer to Paris.
Yeah. Oh,
Especially if that excellent weather's being used. Oh, good horse economy as well. Oh, okay.
Be tempted to check
I think-
28.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, he likes people going past, so he might just.
The fact Dracula didn't ambush
Deny.
Constanta then means that
Mhm.
then Gadami can move there now. Or maybe Mina is going to go to Varna tomorrow. Ooh.
he's not scared of something delaying, or
No. But then I guess it's Mina who's going to go to try and go to Varna tomorrow.
yeah,
If there's a fast horse fails, ooh, it's a bit risky. But
yeah,
now either
yeah,
of
yeah.
them can go.
Especially, yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay, no healing. And the hunt begins, indeed, Mettking, yeah. Game is afoot, as Quincy would say. Yeah. So I guess the last thing I would say about Mistergreen is, like, I don't know if he's the best Hunter player or the best Dracula player, because there's so many good players in the community now, but I'd probably say he is the most consistent at both roles. He's the most balanced
Yes.
between the two roles.
I agree. And the fact that he is versatile in both roles. It's not like he does one thing very well. He has different styles in both roles.
And the thing is, he's been here from, like I say, almost the start of the digital version. So he's seen all the various metas come in and go, different strategies. And so he's been able to accumulate all these and add them to his already strong base. So, other players have come in and kind of they get to know it and all the rest. And he's kind of just keeps adding all these tools to his skill set. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
One thing probably everyone knows, but just in case, when desecrated soil is there, it does state you can discard up to 3, but you don't have to. You can hold on all the cards you want. A lot of people think just read it and assume they've got to get rid of 3 to get 3, so you can hold on if you've got the good cards in your hand. I'm sure everyone knows, but just in case anyone's not sure.
I would still recommend discarding 3.
Well, it depends on what you get. But yeah, I think in terms of just cycling out the hand, then yeah.
Yeah.
You're normally going to get done stuff.
If
I was
you
gonna
have
say-
such good hand that you don't know what to discard, just put it out. But keep the rotation going. Because
Yeah, I think it's one of those. If you
like-
have got a good hand and you've got 3 good cards, then effectively it's effectively a dark hole without the damage.
Yeah, but also because if you have good cards now, it's like with items, with hunters. If you have good hunters now, it means that there are like a lot of rats and other useless stuff in the bottom, and you don't want to be stuck in the end game. Drawing rats, drawing maybe like bodyguards, and you want to get rid of them as soon as possible.
I just want to point out to everybody too, I saw the live stream, I don't know if you two knows, Forewarned has been taken off Mina.
Yeah.
So now Forewarned is very much tradable. And it looks like there's a trade going on here between Stuart and Van Helsing, so there probably is a horse that's going to be traded, or maybe one of them's got duplicate items they want to start swapping stuff about, but that's, very efficient, and then they can, get across to Munich quickly to block.
And also it is funny because designers of the game made blood transfusion so that Mina can't use it, but then community walked around this, and
Wow.
actually Mina is the only one that uses it.
Oh yeah, to hide items, or to hide
Yeah.
other events, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but also bold search at night without a stake.
Just saying, yeah. Did Godalming when he went there, obviously because he wasn't ambushed, he must have thought it's an aristocratic. Didn't use a stake, or if he hasn't got one, just did a search. So that could have been a good bluff by Philly if it was a vampire. That could have been a hell of a dangerous night fight for Godalming.
We see it
If he escaped, it would have been 7 points.
Yeah, we see a little bit of trend. Uh, I think this tournament where aristocratics are searched without using a stake. So I wonder if there will come a time where fighting vampires will stop ambushing, just waiting to be searched
Mhm.
by a hunter who has a stake but didn't use one out of greed.
Well, that's it. I mean, Drax got the benefit. Well, both sides have, but you've always got the benefit of keep checking the item deck to see. As soon as you know that the stakes have been, or even two or three have gone, then you could just as vampire, you just got to just wait for them to search at night because you've got a 1 in 4 that they've got a stake. So that makes it a lot easier to try and take the or certainly damage the hunters during the night.
All holy bullets are in discard pile. One stake.
Yep.
And now the game's
just for
going
you, Gyro.
Uh,
Rid of the holy
and also
bullets.
Quincy, right? Quincy brought back holy
Well,
bullets to the light of the day.
That's very true. Yep. Now Gyro's all about the garlic reef, though. We all know that. Where is Dracula? Mettking was in the chat trying to work out where Dracula is. Could be even as far as 44 by now if Dracula's been able to sneak up the northern route, but highly unlikely. He's probably played the safe way and gone down towards Athens.
Or Athens, yeah.
Well, see, that's what I was saying 28 when before Mina moved, I thought, because normally he would check. So if that was the case, Mina went down to 49. And, he could have been in Klausenberg at the time, or even going up and round Glatz, Klausenberg 11.
Okay.
Find it now.
A really well-timed event.
There you go. There's 2 options that he took the other one.
Newspaper isn't shy in this match. There's been a
No.
couple matches
Yeah.
where, there's all 3 newspapers.
And all
Crazy.
useful, which is very rare. This was it is maybe not easy to notice, but this tells so much for hunters. Right now, Mr. Green knows that Helsing and Sword are good there. They don't need to move up, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yep, there isn't the same urgency to. Whoa, this is risky.
Yeah.
Could have hidden in Valona. Could have. Oh wow, now this is the aggressive Mistergreen.
Yeah, and all the searches he does, all the movement, a little bit trick in a trail caught him really badly, but he's just okay. I'm cutting edges, I'm making shortcuts here, right?
Yeah, he's making the right sort of shortcuts, which is kind of.
It works.
He's not getting punished for this in any way. No.
Yeah, and he's getting slight advantages by that, bit by bit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He still hasn't used his wolf form, so that is still in play. He can get, if he's gone to 55 and he's currently in Sarajevo. But then again, the problem is now Mr. Green's done the right move by blocking Marseille and if they've traded fast horses each, trying to get a wolf form to 38, you could be landed with those 2 on you. So he's right to keep it until it's going to be a more advantageous move to get either through hunters or further away from them.
But it also makes me wondering, probably there's a reason why Mr. Green is so aggressive with Mina, that he doesn't bother if Dracula is 49 or if he's in 55. Maybe he has great strength. Night search.
Now he's baited into a night fight. Now
Oh,
has deal with this one. Oh, and this is a new vampire, so it can't be killed with a quick heavenly host attack or something. Oh,
yeah.
Yep, he's got 2 weapons. Yep, maybe he does have great strength. Maybe you're right. Maybe he doesn't fear. Obviously he has to use great strength. It's not ideal, but rather that than a hunter dying, because she would lose a horse if Mina dies. That's also very significant.
And the knife.
It's not just the points. Yeah.
Okay, is it just escape? Yeah, just escape. Okay,
then.
It was cheap.
Could have been worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice bait there by Philly, indeed.
And also he knows 2 or 3 items of Mina. Mina is low on health, so Like a lot of Mina's power is extremely reduced.
Absolutely. And the fact, you know, that Godalming doesn't have a stake either, unless Godalming's just had a massive bait where he thought it might be an aristocratic first, so he hasn't revealed the stake.
I like the fact that it's not I mean, there's not a rumour token played either, so it's been a very conservative. Look at the trail they've got to deal with, so he can get, you know, they've got a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
But I think, well,
There we go.
look at that.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah. Now,
Mina took so much damage from that fight.
Yeah.
That's going to be really limiting how quickly they can deal with that.
And unless she goes to Athens to try and get a stake and then comes back and get ambushed, you know, she could be in trouble there. So Godalming needs to get a stake and get over there, otherwise. Of course, we don't know what Sophia and Salonica are, so they could be delay cards or.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or even
Edward Scissorhands is in the chat. Hi, Edward. Scouting out the competition. Also, Edward's in the same group as jbphilly.
Ah, very good.
Mistergreen.
A bit of scouting, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's all fair game. Yeah, so feel free to comment as much as you like, Edward. Yeah. Didn't kill Mina, but still decent damage, and that delays their ability to search this. And you're absolutely right. If Sophia and Salonica are delay cards, but here's the thing: like maybe Mistergreen has, you know, I know there's a rumor token, and that's really awkward. But if Mistergreen realizes he can't deal with it safely, he will just let it go.
He will.
He won't commit to lost causes.
Yeah.
No.
Which is also I think a really, really important strength. You know, for a hunter player.
You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em.
Let it go. Let it go.
That's gone from Kenny Rogers to Frozen. That's a fucking weird mix-up, man.
Yes, you just need to sometimes let vampire go. But yeah, actually, it is funny how out of how to express it. Sometimes you can see how a player is like a beginner or like maybe not as polished as top players because they let encounters slip up and mature, and you suddenly get like few matures a game. But Mistergreen is actually like top player who has the sense of letting mature stuff, and these are the right things to mature. It's like the you know, sometimes you do something and it's bad, but sometimes you can do the same thing and it turns out to be the proper decision.
Absolutely, I think it's one of those things where you just realize that so that's a good card for Philly to put down too. That limits their ability even more to deal with this vampire now. I think it's a really, you know, to get to that really top tier hunter play, you need to know when the cost of dealing with an encounter will outweigh any mature effect.
The risk
and sometimes
and as you say, it depends what kind of hunter player you are. What do you class as? If they go 7 up in the first week, do you get stressed by it, or do you just go, well, there's 3 weeks now, they've got to try and restart their trail again? You know, you just play it calm, play it there, or you know, do you want to? You got to collect them all and just like clear the things. Because I'll just go right. You know, risks. The 7, it's going to burn cards. So let's just focus on, especially if you're in an extreme area, you know, and you've got like 2 hunters almost isolated in a far place. Like, well, is it worth it? You know, let's just move on and try and get everyone together. So, but that's the skill in the game is picking the right time to do that. Because if you pick it at the wrong time, you know, like Warecraft says in the comments, it's one of those where if you let one go and it's a hoax and he gets Emmanuel Hildesheim, then you're like, maybe I should have checked that. But you've got to weigh up and go, whatever my decision is, I'll stand by it. Whatever card they get, worst case scenario, no, you can't beat yourself up over it.
But the thing is, what I saw Mistergreen do a few times, like let's say he moves Godalming to 46, he can search and he sees it's aristocratic, he doesn't clear it. He lets it stay.
Yes.
And Godalming can stay and supply a day, doesn't lose day actions, and it is like Dracula choice. The really weird choice. Okay, do I mature aristocratic for 4, or do I, you know, leave Valona for potential 6? But am I willing to risk that? Okay, and I'm not surprised if he did that. He's not in Athens. Most of Dracula went to free to be safe.
Could be in Munich now, could be in Vienna, and then looking to wolf form.
A
Or
wolf
can
from
we-
Vienna is good, yeah. You get up to 7, you could get away from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or wolf form from Munich's even better if
Yes.
Van Helsing and Seward cannot get there to stop it.
Well, that's why I was saying Vienna would be better, because they can't, unless obviously the rails, but they could also source to 38, so yeah, I guess both are, yeah,
It
depends
could be a
which.
chartered carriage to Vienna too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is like a big risk, right? If you go to Munich, hunters can commit and maybe even win the game. But if they're scared that you may not be there and they lose trail, they lose events, they lose actions, then you just get the best movement possible for free, right?
No, keep playing it.
Okay.
I should.
Circling around.
Yeah, either he doesn't want to move on Dracula now, or Sword doesn't have horse and needs to stay on the rail.
Yeah. Oh, there's another stake in the discard pile.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Gyro is requesting Roscoe to do an American accent for the live stream, but the fact that Roscoe is the only legitimate Scotsman in this stream, I don't know if I can personally allow that.
You're not legitimate?
As it was your birthday, I'm not one to turn down a little chap's birthday wish. Tell me which accent you want, and I'll batter out for you, mate.
And then just watch my subscribership plummet.
I very dare you. I'm very good at accents.
I can do the English, the Russian English accent. Very strong, if you want.
Oh yeah, yeah, like your Dolph Lundgren, Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies. Tot svidania, tovarish.
Something like that. Okay, okay.
You
and
want
this is
Texas,
not-
boy? Texas, my man. I gotta tell you why. By God, that's the easiest accent in the world, boy. Yahoo! Everything's bigger in Texas, including my waistline.
God. Right.
I think you need to make your own channel without game that distracts people from you. Wait, another night fight? Another cheap
Hunter escape.
night fight?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
But you're absolutely right. Now Dracula has been forced into the choice. Do you let the guaranteed 4 influence Vampire Mature? Well, he's got a day still, so it's not immediate, but he's going to have to think about this. Or does he let it go with the risk that Valona then gets taken care of?
but he sees that Godalming has only one combat item, and he knows a lot about Mina, and Mina is even low on health. So
Oh, wait, he has 1 combat item.
yes,
So that's
got
a
the
heavenly,
spy
that's a
card,
heavenly
didn't he?
host then. Oh no, that's a heavenly host because he had to get rid of a weapon.
or not heavenly host. Maybe he didn't found any.
No, he
Maybe
did
Mina-
because he revealed it for the Desecrated Soil and
Ah,
Instanto.
oh, I
Just
forgot.
great soil, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
you're
know
right.
exactly what he's got. Oh wow, okay, so Gyro is dying in the chat apparently.
Clip that for Quincy, yeah, that's right. That's where I got the accent from. I was emulating him. Didn't have the budgerigar in the background squawking down the mic though, but you got the gist.
So viewership is plummeting because of viewers dying.
Well, it's held steady at 7 viewers, but then to be fair, probably 3 of them are us, so you know.
Yeah.
So, still no wolf form. That's So now he could. I mean, he could have been sitting in 38. Van Helsing and Seward are dancing around like a couple of maidens, and he could just now wolf form from there. But they're probably hoping he does, because they could then use the fast horses to start eradicating the 2 distance from around potentially.
Or he's not in 38, and hunters are wasting time waiting for him to leave the 38, right? And this is the jbphilly at his irritating form. In many ways, we often assume that okay, Dracula goes to Athens because you don't want to risk losing the game week 2, right? It's embarrassing. And then he does something like this, and you realize that you're behind in actions.
Yep. Or, alternatively, Dracula's sitting there thinking, oh well, of course they're going to go to Munich to cover it, so I'll do something else, like go 49, Belgrade, Klausenburg, and then you realize, like, oh crap, I could have actually been in Munich all this time, and then able to wolf them out of Munich, unopposed.
Or put Salonika into lair, then go back, and you have 4 free vampires.
Or he could have gone 49, 6, 28, 22. I was just checking the layers to make sure that he hadn't taken Bucharest off a layer. He could be messing about in Austria-Hungary way up there. The time
yeah.
and Dalming finish, when they jump to Austria-Hungary, he jumps back over the border and he just keeps fanning about again.
Yeah, he has nice shape of his lairs, that's true.
Yep, and because if Valona does mature, then those new things like Bucharest, Constantinopla, they're not going to get wiped by it.
Yeah, and Godalming and Mina are weak right now, and Seward and Helsinki are far away.
Yep, that's very true, and seemingly don't have horses. So yeah,
now,
maybe.
Yeah. And did we see the day prompts? So is there a chance for renewed vigor?
I haven't been paying attention to that, but there is a possibility.
You guys still waiting on Dracula to move, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Probably tell you. But
no, it's cool. It's like I'm just making sure my screen hadn't frozen.
Oh, noble form. Oh.
Aye, it's okay. Okay, get some thinking. Now need to check 58 and 38 to rule them out.
Mettking has been. Is this going to turn into a? I knew that you knew that I knew that you knew that. Blah blah blah.
Strider is actually asking what did they miss, and you missed a world, my friend.
You miss Roscoe's Texan accent. That's what you've missed.
Yeah.
Strider, that's it, man. I've surpassed your. I get points for that. Have I won? I've just unlocked an achievement. So.
Okay. So Godalming is on the way.
How is Roscoe? Roscoe is in fine form.
Fine, mate. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you've not been disrupting fires by eating crisps and playing FOD at the back of the church.
Oh, Varna's off the trail. Sophia is a lair.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait,
wow. So much happened in 3 actions.
He's doing this to threaten a stake onto Valona to force it to mature the lower influence. Now, whether or not he has a stake or not, if he does have a stake, that's really good poker face, that one. But...
Yeah, and we know that Stuart discarded a stake.
Psychic Bond.
Strider just said, I have no idea how the cards work, I just play them.
Some would argue play is a loose term, but yeah. Where they fall. And you've done well, my friend. You've done well.
And Strider, here's the questions. Do you play the cards, or do cards play you?
Gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em.
Okay. So Mina is now supplying Godalming, because Mina doesn't have health to fight, and Godalming doesn't have items to fight, so...
And then that also provides a lot of uncertainty about, is the Heavily Host actually on Godalming now? Or did he keep it but he's given something else? Or what? Yeah, there's so many things.
Yeah, wait, okay, so Mina didn't give item to Godalming. Godalming is still...
Oh, we're in week 2. We're basically halfway through the main game. Yep, it's Thursday, week 2.
Gyro thinks he's taken the railroad up to Hamburg. Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Very, very possibly, yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Basically, he's in 44 or 28, I would guess. Like, these are the... Van Helsing and Mina.
Ooh, escape route, potentially.
Gnosis.
Maybe him. Well, no. He could just, scan his way out of this problem.
Yeah, Mina has 5 health, right?
Yep. Oh, because if he does the scan now, he'll catch him in Prague, potentially. Strider, how many times have I told you? Stop, when you're driving, just drive. Stop doing Discord or live streams, for goodness sake.
I know. I don't know how many times, Strider, I've seen your car in a fail army video. First American drivers, and there's you going that. Oh, yeah. Not Michael Knight. It's not Kit. You've got to drive it. I know Americans love Teslas, but you've still got to be in the car to drive it.
Yeah, Strider. Gyro's already played, but you can see the live stream on my channel.
Yes. It is a game worth to watch.
Absolutely. We won't spoil it though. We won't say anything. But
No.
well worth a watch.
No word about it.
Warecraft is hoping for even more Roscoe accents.
Oh well, you know, put your name in the hat, and I'll make up accents all night long.
See, Warecraft wants more accents, but the minute you do, you know, an Eastern Coast, then you'll just be like, right, I'm done.
I do struggle with Boston and that. Yeah, I can only do certain lines from Good Will Hunting or.
Oh yeah,
SWAT.
no psychic scan. Interesting.
Because
well spotted by Warecraft.
We know that Dracula is in Austro-Hungary. We know that.
One,
Scan
two, three.
doesn't tell anything.
Is there any way you could have gone out? Oh no, because you could have been Klauser. Yeah, it's Klausenburg or Prague. Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strider. He says the audio balance is great. Roscoe would have sounded better muted.
Oh, nice.
Well, I've got some sign language for you, Strider.
Now this is very interesting because he did mature. Oh, he was in Budapest. Oh, he's on even more snaky trail. He did mature Salonika. So he's. He'll feel really bad now if Seward has a stake.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, I think it is screaming. I think Mina should go to 10.
Oh, no, but it's a layer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, no.
Take it off.
The layer's been taken off.
As the one, because for me it screams that jbphilly wants to go back to Salonika, you know, and he needs to go for 10 to achieve that.
This is this is a tight position now for him. Is the net is the hunters haven't gone as far away as perhaps he'd hope.
Yeah.
Seward is got 3 combat items. Now is that there's no holy bullets? They're on the discard pile. So it screams stake then, if that's the case, unless it's like a dog or something. Who do you feel is winning right now?
Really hard.
Yeah, I say Hunter's in a really good position. The fact he's went to Budapest, he's only 1 away from Budapest. If he was up in Prague now or Berlin, you're like, ooh, this is a bit scary. The fact he's 1 away from Budapest, this could be really nasty. He could just renewed figure next turn and potentially would just wipe him off the face of the earth.
Yeah, but we're still not paying attention, so we don't know if there's a chance for renewed vigor.
Yes. Yeah.
Actually, hunters have not that many events. Like.
And the item decks, they've not been, they've not done many there. So, and if Seward and Van Helsing still don't have fast horses, then even if he's in Galatz, renewed vigor will get 2 to them.
Yeah.
He's got a sense of emergency on one of them, but Seward's going to have to either. Yeah. Well, Seward can't move, he's got to stay here and get rid of Valona.
Yeah, a hide.
Oh, he hid inside. That's why, because he was worried about the Munich move. Oh, he's going to be gutted now about
the.
Not maturing Salonika. Oh, he could have got 4 points out of this, and then his hide would have still been on the trail though. Oh, another vampire.
Okay.
What? How many vampires?
How did he discover Bucharest?
He just moved with Godalming.
Bucharest or Budapest? Budapest was discovered by moving. Bucharest was at the beginning of the game. I think you mean Budapest.
Yeah.
Great danger of consecrated ground or renewed vigor. That's true. The good thing is you can't put it in Klausenburg, but you can put it in Bucharest. But should I be allowed to know what this? Oh. Good question. Oh, that's a very fair point, because normally you can look at the item discard pile.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Philly's asking if he should be allowed to know what Van Helsing just discarded, because technically when a spy triggers, you can look at the item discard pile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't show after.
After the battle. Yeah.
If it didn't go into battle, he would have seen it. So.
Yes.
He'd probably. I'd tell him what it was.
There isn't a ruling. I forgot about it. Oh, Mistergreen's gave up the information.
Yeah.
It's up to Mistergreen.
Okay, Mistergreen being nice and all.
Yeah.
But 2 spies in the east. This is really like Eastern spies hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 2 of them now already. Her Godalming and her Van Helsing now.
I dodge.
Also, he's got one combat item. Yeah, Werecraft suggesting to Wolfform to Castan and throw down Fog, but we know that the Forewarned got taken off Mina. Van Helsing could use his day action to trade the Forewarned to Godalming, and then that could be Curtains.
Yeah.
Okay. What is escape? Okay.
Oh, no fangs.
Like, the vampire fights are very timid this game. Like
Yeah, just not drawing the right cards.
Yeah.
You got fangs with the new vampire, obviously that's not relevant.
yeah, or trying to guess and like over guessing in a sense, right? Maybe he had stuff. He was afraid of knife. Okay, rifle was discarded. Maybe he has a knife.
Maybe another reason why he didn't mature Salonica, because he knew Zagreb's on the trail, so he thought if somebody was going to move in and try to attack him, then at least they get hit by the vampire, so it does a little bit of damage to him. And the spy, because obviously if the spy was left as the hide card, it would never trigger without Zagreb being next to it.
Also, right now, hunters are forced to check some locations and to go onto encounters. If he matured that, he would be almost naked, right?
Yeah. So maybe just wants them, even if this vampire gets staked, which it probably will do now, you know, he's dedicating time to deal with it.
Yes.
It is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, rather than hunters just ignoring it and going straight for him, do have to deal with these. So yeah, he's got a good split here. There's stuff for them to deal with, or do they decide to try and throw it all down and try and take Drac out? But
now, unless I've missed something really obvious, have the hunters ruled out if it's not Vienna?
No.
Because imagine now if Dracula is actually in Vienna and he wolf forms.
Yes.
And the hunters have dedicated time. I mean, Mina has to go to Bucharest to supply, so it's not a bad move.
oh,
It's just, you know, yeah. Well, we saw that one coming.
yeah.
But then we don't know what's in Sarajevo. It could be another vampire.
But when he moved after Budapest, right, it didn't seem for him like a good move to go to Vienna because hunters were very probable to move in there.
Yeah. Oh, there's a stake. Yeah, no surprise there.
Okay. Which means there's one horse missing.
But really, when you
That's
think
a 4 stake out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, it's only Godalming is the only real threat here. Well, nobody's really a threat because Mina's down. Oh no, Mina's not down an item.
Mina is down.
It's Godalming. Godalming is down an item.
Yeah, he traded with Mina and she healed.
Yeah.
Unless it was a fake trade and they didn't trade anything.
Yeah, but Godalming is also hurt and he doesn't have a ticket.
Yeah.
So it would be a shame of night action.
I mean, you could even go to 38 rather than Wolf because effectively you're only going to, Van Helsing.
But I don't think this is jbphilly, so he can do weird stuff. But I don't think he's in 58. And Mistergreen sometimes plays around his guesses, and the scary thing is like in 80-90% his guesses are really well placed. So most probably right now Dracula is 28, maybe 53.
Yep.
But
He could also be. He could be moving to. Yeah, or he could be moving from Klausenberg to Belgrade or to Galatz. He doesn't have to necessarily wolf form out of this. But then if the consecrated ground is played in Sophia, well, there's a wolf form, so there you go.
Yes. Yes. So it was probably 28. Galatz is not that good. You're just procrastinating being surrounded by hunters that will just supply and heal. You need to take run away from the net.
But the fact that, you know, I mean, hopefully it wasn't a misclick. I'll give jbphilly the benefit of the doubt, and the fact that he deliberately did not mature the vampire in Salonica clearly has, like, you know, a bigger plan to all this rather than just accumulating quick points. So maybe did dare the move to Vienna, because who on earth is going to check Vienna in that situation? But I agree. I mean, the risk of going to Vienna is just so great.
Well, Constanta's off the layer now as well, so that's obviously. If he was in 28, that would be his move to go there.
But the issue
Oh,
is
interesting.
he cleared Constanta after wolf forming.
Yeah, that's
That-
true.
Just a moment after wolf forming. So
Oh, really?
Okay.
yes.
Oh, did you catch that? Oh,
Yes.
so he can't. But would Mistergreen have caught that though?
Yeah. Let's ask in the chat. I will ask you. No, let's not do that. So I think that he's in 50, and it is good wolf form because again, Godalming probably needs to supply. Mina needs to supply and heal. Helsing
Mm-hmm.
probably doesn't have has one item, doesn't have a way to move to 50, and there's only Seward left. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Seward moved to 46 now.
But then I guess you'd be able to check Vienna quite quickly because Van Helsing lost a stake and he lost a rifle from the spy, he'll probably just backtrack to Vienna to supply anyway. So Vienna's going to be discovered pretty quickly if it is Vienna.
I mean, Helsing, the best place for him to move is Budapest to join Godalming, get items from him so he can dig deeper.
I mean, there's also another option where I was suggesting it could have been a wolf form from Klausenberg to Sophia.
Yes. I think it is
Oh,
Sophia.
wait, oh
It is
no,
not
that dissipated
Sophia.
that theory. Good try. Yeah.
But I think that
Oh.
Sophia was the play.
Van Helsing is dealing with Sarajevo. Oof. That's another vampire. That's
Yeah, but how many more vampires? On the other hand, and counter deck is already all used up.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was fast.
Because of desecrated soil.
Yeah.
And just general, shenanigans.
And
that's good because you can use that to search.
yeah,
Or he could equip as an ally if he thinks he's on the port. Oh.
yeah.
This is an interesting choice.
So it's 58, and that rules out if he's left Austro-Hungarian.
Yeah, but then you don't know where he's wolf form 2 though. That's the issue.
I'm surprised that
Oh!
Okay.
He did play the risky move, and he's actually.
Oh no!
Wow! And look at this. All 4 of them are over here.
Yes.
Van Helsing did backtrack. He could. Oh my god.
Northern Germany or gone down to Italy, yeah. Because nobody checked 50,
Yep.
because again, everyone's like checking that east side. Move.
But this
Holy moly.
Yeah, but this is what I said before. jbphilly has such a irritating. Why go from 59 to 11 just to go to 58? Just go straight from 59 to 58. What are you doing, man? Okay.
Oh, another vampire. There's only 2. We've only seen 2 fighting vampires. He could have easily put another one in Sarajevo.
46, 55, and 59.
Warecraft saying that jbphilly's in a great position now, likely to win. I mean, he's only got weak. I mean, he's got to accumulate a lot of points. There's another vampire. Look at this.
What is going
on? This is great stuff.
Stakes. This is it. 4. He's got 1 item.
Yep.
Yeah.
Play this right, reckless. You could take Van Helsing out here.
Or at the very least, you got to guarantee the 4 points from mature. That's the primary objective. Get the vampire to mature first. If you can kill Van Helsing, that's a bonus.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, but if he gets, but yeah, if you're right, if he gets 7 points from this because of killing Van Helsing, wow, this.
Dodge. Yeah. And now goes Heavenly Host probably, and it's do you have second fangs?
Maybe.
I mean, if you've got fangs in your hand, you would risk a second fangs, even if he's got a knife, because it'll reveal. You'll either get a point, or you're going to find out what item he's got.
But also, as a Helsing, you have to risk it, because if you don't, you can die. You have even running can kill you because of the mesmerize and all of that. So.
Now, does he play second fangs immediately?
No.
He's playing strength. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, Mistergreen might have saved the game with that move.
That was.
It'd be interesting to know if he had that second fangs or not. That was unfortunate. Thanks, Mistergreen, yeah. I think you would have had to have just double fanged if you had it, just to.
Yeah. Or maybe hold the fangs round 1 and just try and bait it out, maybe.
Yeah, but then maybe he will play fangs round 1, right?
Oh,
just run away.
You can't. Yeah, you just.
But now look at it. Yeah, okay, he's wolf from Vienna, which is terrible for the hunters. But now look, they got no trail to deal with.
Yeah, but he has also no items. Economic is delayed. Seward doesn't have
So it's-
horse.
Seemingly doesn't have horse. No.
He had one non-combat item, and it was stake.
True. That's true. Yeah.
So how long it will take for hunters to get back from the east? Like
Oh, I
all
know.
that
I
weird
know.
dance, it was like
Right, they've got to get back to the east, plus Seward and Van Helsing have got to get to big cities to tool up, so that's another time they've got to take to there. Every
Oh,
time
yeah,
he's
Wercraft's
moving
been-
as well, so...
Warcraft just made a very good point that the interface isn't showing me this, but Salonica was also a fighting vampire. It's stuck in the layer.
yes.
Oh, it's there. You can see it there. Yeah. So he's only got one fighting vampire left, the new vampire.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
deck is getting reshuffled.
You destroy that
Yeah.
layer, yeah, get the card back in the deck.
Yeah, and he draws 2 encounters. So he has like again, he has smaller deck with all fighting vampires back. So it is
Strider says time to night supply. I don't know about that one.
nah.
Better have Mina learn. Oh.
Yeah, but it is so jbphilly made like 2 weird movements. Instead of going to Athens, he went back into the continent, and then the little dance Budapest that he made Mistergreen, but I also was convinced that the Budapest was only to go back east, right?
Yeah. Because it was the safe move. Who goes to Vienna in that situation when you got 2 hunters right there?
And like very inefficient. It was hide Budapest, Vienna. Just move
Yeah.
from Zagreb to Vienna. Like it is seemingly strictly better, right? Yeah, but also he was in such difficult position, but he managed to not let mature anything. Even the
Well, that gets Seward out of the east. Warcraft
Okay.
just made a good point. Warcraft just said, if I tried this, I'd get RV to death in Vienna.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Fortune favours the brave. Maybe if you do these, unusual moves, the case of because the hunters sometimes be like, well, you wouldn't go there because why would you? So you must be over there. So sometimes the best route is to be next to somebody.
Yeah.
The
Absolutely.
shame. 2 slow moves.
Yeah.
So
On the horse is the one that's furthest away.
this is actually good because you don't want to have one hunter chasing Dracula. It's better when
Especially Mina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless there's a great strength about it, which there might be. The fact he was night searching. Clearly wasn't scared, and also the fact he moved on to Valona, where Dracula could have hidden in Valona as well. I think there might be a
Yeah.
great strength about it.
Yeah.
Maybe,
And Dracula would be able to be in Sofia, like we were talking about. Wolf from 28 to 50 was a great wolf from having the 36 as lair.
Yeah.
Remind me, did anybody from Vienna? Has anybody been in Klausenberg? Could you have wolf formed to Klausenberg and then gone to 22? Because nobody checked that, and now they've gone from 10 back out.
I think that
gone left. You could have gone. I don't think anyone's been on 20 or 22. Mina went to 17.
Yes.
But it's so risky because surely someone would check 28, right?
Yeah, well, they haven't, so that could be as everyone's going to go left now, and he could have gone sitting in Glad's.
That would be too much, okay? That would be too much.
Hell of a move.
It would be, but highly unlikely. But we've seen stranger things.
Because it would be like double bluff, and if hunters don't catch on your first bluff, then your second bluff doesn't work because
The hunters all go west now, and he's 28. Then he's double bluffed them. He's treble bluffed them.
Yeah, but it is true. It is true.
Because he could have had Mina and Seward do a psychic bond in before they left, in Baltica.
It's too
just
late
to
now.
confirm.
But either way, it doesn't matter if he's gone east or west. It's too late now for Psychic Bond. And
That's what I'm
Captain
saying,
Jones saying it. This is why we use Psychic Span now.
I was
Yeah.
saying, me and Sud, when they were in Baltica before they left, but obviously they're now, when
Unless-
Sud started carriage, they're away.
Unless he will form to 53.
But now he would get caught by the scan. But obviously now, Hunters would never scan now because
Yeah,
why
that-
would you scan? Yeah, and then Mettking
Yeah.
saying just jbphilly's playing 4D chess over here.
Yeah, but this is the chess when you die week 1 or like
Yeah.
win week 5.
Well, yeah, no, but it'd be a hell of a move.
But even if he did play the really safe move and he went to, say, Nuremberg or Zurich, he's now 2 away from there. There's so many places you have to check now, and every day
Yeah.
he's just getting he's getting into the part of the map where there's so many places he could go to.
Foil
Yeah.
hat. Yep, Captain Jared, get that one. Tried to
And
still
al-
trying to work out what a tin hat is, but
Yeah. And also being the middle of the Europe at the beginning of week 3 is one of the best situations for Dracula.
Absolutely.
of course all the newspaper reports have been out, so he can't draw
Yep.
one of them now. The hired scouts have been out, so he's
Yes, a lot
evil
of
presence
hired
won't matter. So just
At
needs
Yeah.
least
to
2
hoof
hired
it.
scouts. Let me check. 1,
3.
2, 3 hired scouts.
Yeah.
So he needs to just hoof this out, or if he's got hypnosis,
Yeah. He just needs to walk. Like good old fashioned.
yes,
I
that's
played
right.
Fury of Dracula for my first time. Walk on the Dracula locations.
Mettking, he can't misdirect. If it was Klausenberg, he can't misdirect it because it's a Wolfform location. You can't misdirect a power card. Otherwise, that would be just amazing if you could do that.
Yeah. That would be like forming 2 times
I-
in a row.
Yeah,
I think he's in. I think he's in 10 now. So I'm throwing my hat on. I'm throwing my hat behind Philly and his magical mystery
Here he
mind.
goes. Oh, might be scanning Germany now.
Yeah. Now's the time.
I never thought I'd say this, but Dracula has 0 points, but he's in such good position.
Yeah.
Unreal game.
Yeah.
He is just absolutely just done Mistergreen there completely. And then he said if he has actually double bluffed him again and gone east, that's just, well, Mistergreen might actually then just rage quit if that's the case. Oh, bats. The unflappables. After we hyped him up so much at the beginning.
That's it.
Well,
Next minute there'll be Ragnarok and he'll just start going Viking on everyone's ass.
Yeah. Don't cross him away yet. I mean, he still can win this.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good cards you could pick up as well. So there's a whole week he's got to survive, and then he's got to carry on another to get the points. So
Yeah, and then he could
Yeah.
punt Seward back into Zagreb, so he's off the rail line again, which means it's even more awkward to move. Why has he got horses? I'm so confused. Is there a horse in like the very last card of the deck? Is that what's going on here? Bats may give us a hint. Yeah, maybe. Bats might reveal a little bit where he is.
I know, yeah, tinfoil hat. We use that here. You use it. You put it on your head to stop the aliens reading your mind, or the government telling you what to do.
Yeah.
Come on, Philly. Let me down.
We don't show allegiances in this commentary.
Yeah, I know, but listen, I'm just wanting to have done that move that I said he did, and it'd be fucking.
Oh,
honestly,
right. Just so you can be there.
So I could be
Taking all
like,
the
wow,
glory.
look at what he did, and Mr. Green's like, that's what I do.
Well, no northern Germany, so that rules out that. But
Yeah.
he could be now moving. Where is he? He could be moving to Zaragoza now.
Yeah.
This is another, we've seen quite a few games like this in this competition where Dracula hasn't got a lead in terms of points, but he's in a really good position. You need to see the game out.
Yeah.
We've seen games where Dracula has been able to see the game out, and then other games where he hasn't, just because of various factors. So,
What I would say is, in Drake's favour of this game, Mr. Green hasn't had the time to supply as much as he would. You
no.
look at 46
is
event cards is still there, so
Yeah.
And his ticket economy is not perfect either.
Yeah. So it could be he's not picked up renewed figures or any of these, so
But
that
still-
helps Drac.
Yes, but still, Dracula seems to have advantage, but it is not such a big advantage as Warcraft had over Quincy, right?
Wait, what? Why did he move him to Zagreb? What's all that about?
Wait, because he went.
Oh,
Up.
and he has mob. Well played, Philly, for holding off on that ambush. Why did Mistergreen move to Zagreb?
Because
That's
from
so
11.
strange.
Huh.
Oh, the live stream's great, Strider. This is awesome. It's a little bit more stress to set up in terms of just timing and stuff, and get everybody involved. But once everyone's in here and chatting, it's really good. Oh man, that's even worse. I mean, they can heal a lot because it's super.
Yeah.
And a false victory when you've got Seward on the case.
Well, sure, this is like 2 night actions, so this is not a big deal. And for Godalming, it is actually 2 night actions too, because he has Seward, right? So it looks like the best case scenario for mob, and actually not that impressive. Although Godalming will not be fixing tickets for 2 nights, so it is something.
Maybe he could have maybe ambush Godalming, then push Seward up into Prague. Even though he's on the rail line, then he's not going to be able to heal Godalming as quickly.
Budapest will be better further away from Dracula, unless Dracula is in the east now.
Yeah.
See, he didn't move Van Helsing and Mina to Italy because if Drac's down the boot, you could block off 55 or at least get where Seward and Godalming are now is perfect, and you could block off going back out. You'd force him to sea. Strange move.
Yeah, but also the fact is but Dracula could be moving to Madrid now. They're not moving. I mean, there's no rumor token to deal with, but it doesn't really matter. He's just giving Dracula so much time to throw down loads of encounters, and as long as he hasn't put down a vampire first, that will wipe everything. This could be so difficult. Maybe he's just banking on getting CG and Money Trail or something, and just hoping that Dracula overcommits to a C location and then just nukes him. Yeah, Hypnosis would be big. Yeah, maybe he has Hypnosis. Maybe that's what he's waiting for. Why? Maybe he's going to play it now, perhaps, at night.
But why would Dracula go to sea? He doesn't need to.
I'm just saying, if there's a little bit of pressure from the hunters and Dracula's then forced to sea. But because even if Dracula has double bluffed here and he's gone east, he's not going to get punished very much for it, because he's probably going to be on a port city by now. Did anyone else see a screen?
Maybe I shouldn't speak.
Maybe you can do that. He did. Yeah, there is a way that can happen.
Yes. But I shouldn't maybe interfere and if someone doesn't follow the rules, it's up to them or to their opponent.
Oh no, that's okay. That's not him following the rules. The digital edition allows that. Whether or not it breaks the rules, not a different matter. You can overload tickets onto something.
Yeah, I know. But I mean that I shouldn't speak up probably in such a situation and answer that.
No, it's fine. As you know, I'm only going to speak up if it's a bug-related issue. Then I'll speak up. But otherwise, no.
Gyro was right about even scouts, but before you joined Gyro, all the scouts have been used up, and all the newspapers were used up in the first week or so.
One scout
left?
One scout left, but even still, what's the chance he'll get it? I mean, as Mr. Green, he might get it, but
no, he's on 4. Oh, he used 3 of them. Oh yeah.
He's luckier than I am with the cards sometimes.
This is true. Not very often, but sometimes. But there are 4 scouting events that help him. 5.
Yeah, no hypnosis.
Yes.
Oh,
there's
wow.
Hypnosis, local rumor. Oh wait, it can be Berlin, right? Nice.
That I like, because even if it could be anything, but if it's, I don't know. If he's gone east, I don't think he would do that unless he's doing that to make him think it's Zurich.
And
he can move to Zurich and rule it out.
And if he went to Berlin, it probably is also the best.
No, but he scanned Germany, so that's impossible.
I mean, he could have Wolf form, And it was
Yep.
1, 2, not okay, not fast enough. No, he was able to.
Oh, but this is nice though. If he has gone Zurich, then there's, I'm saying Zurich. This Rumotok is 2 away from Zurich.
Yeah.
It could be Brussels, Clermont-Ferrand, Toulouse. Like, the Huns are not in a position to deal with this.
I think Misdirect says that probably the Wolfram is 60 or 37. Because
Agreed.
if it is like 749, there's not that much of benefit of misdirecting that one.
Unless he's misdirecting Strasbourg, and because Strasbourg has so many connections, you're not going to find this rumor token. Then there's quite a lot which are ruled out because of the Germany. Oh, it was Zurich. Okay, then we can stop the conversation about it.
I was right.
Yeah, I mean it was the safe, obvious move. After all the shenanigans he did, sometimes you just have to realize, right? I've played extremely risky. Now let's play a safe move, and that's totally fine. Still no stakes, by the way. So if this is the last fighting vampire, they're going to have to team up on it. Do they have the movement to get there in time?
I mean, he's not last anymore. Again, the encounter deck is reshuffled. And actually, check the discard pile. There are 5 encounter decks already discarded.
So all those fighting vampires went back in, but you can start drawing them anytime. Yeah.
He probably drew already at least one.
jbphilly isn't that nuts. I don't know what specifically that was referring to.
But that's interesting. He didn't clear Salonika. And Salonika has the Bagata.
He has to search his Vagi, surely.
Yeah.
I'm yourself, watch it. Keep those cards in your pocket, mate.
Yeah, he has to search it. Agata is useless if you don't get the fight into the fight.
Not to lose. Ooh, but he could have skirted, gone Clermont-Ferrand. Bordeaux is now in Spain.
He's got to do Minas into Italy now to do a psychic bond, just to rule out Italy.
Yeah, he probably has to.
Yeah. Yeah, could have gone Marseille, then back down the boot. Yeah.
So 60 is most probably the last new vampire?
Unless he didn't play it, and the new vampire is actually the rumor token. He's put something like a Saboteur or Discret Soul.
Okay.
Oh, did Gadami keep that Heavenly Host, or did he pick up another one?
You've already got that achievement, Strider.
And look at this, like the fact he's got Discret Soil.
Yeah.
There has to be a vampire. He's picked up at least one vampire, surely.
Yeah.
Oh, no healing, but doesn't matter. Dracula doesn't need the healing. He's taken no
game
damage.
When the encounter deck will be reshuffled twice.
Yeah. Yeah. So he guarantees holding on to fog. I know the first fog got taken, but it's just the third one is just so likely. Ooh. This is going to be a very close finish.
Okay.
Not in Italy.
36, 15, 8, 47.
Probably. He might look to put down encounters and then leave to South Atlantic, and then the Hunters don't know which way to go out of Spain.
Yeah. They do have Rufus in play. If they can get a surprising return.
Nope. Oh, yeah, true. He's available. Yeah.
They could get that.
You're right.
Throw that on the seas. But again, we're on Wednesday now, so but he's still not got any points. So
yeah, that's the thing.
You go to sea, and all of a sudden, you're not getting any points at sea. So
Yeah. I would be surprised if it was like 24 got misdirected, and then Paris 9, and he goes back to Germany after it.
Oh, after the psychic scan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
That's
back to the east and finish the game in Salonika.
Because he's got it all planned out.
finish the game back home in his house, put his feet up, have a nice cup of coffee, and just wait for his soul to blow over.
Okay, so there's 1 day prompt.
Yeah.
If
Could be renewed
that's
vigor. Yeah.
if that's renewed vigor, I mean the game
Yeah.
is on. Without renewed vigor, it's really hard to do.
You've taken Valona off the layers as well. FYI.
Just Salonica. Ooh.
He needs to get. But yeah, he's so underprepared. It's unusual for Mr. Green. He's usually got everything.
Yeah, but that's the small percentage. Most of the games, Dracula wouldn't do that weird Budapest
Correct.
Vienna, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then he would probably won. In most cases, when Dracula does this different 11-28, he would win anyway because Stewart was in a good way rail to 58 or Helsing or something like that.
Yeah, you're right, Mettking. You'll take the Merlot tonight and the caffeine tomorrow. Correct.
That is a good comment. Okay,
Now,
now
there is an
this
additional.
is
I was going to say, there's an additional factor we have to consider here. Because of the time difference of playing this match, it's gone midnight for Mr. Green. Now, I'm not saying he's going to get fatigued, but clearly we're in for a long one here. The closer it keeps getting towards 1 a.m.
that is true. It will get harder. But Mr. Green started thinking, and this is like the ultra instinct mode for him. Wouldn't be surprised if he just moved 4 of the hunters on the Dracula space right now. Because he just does sometimes.
He just does, he does a full Leroy on all 4 of them, and it's just like...
Yeah.
Bear in mind, Scot-sword, October or September in Sweden, so the sun's at its apex, so it'll be bright, the curtains are open, he's not going to sleep for 3 days.
So
all over
we
the
know
place
that
with
rumor
levels.
token isn't in Germany, right? Because this is
Again?
Minas Kant.
Say again, what's not in Germany?
Rumor token. Minas Kant, the rumor token on the spot after.
I don't think it can be in Germany. I can't remember when she scanned. Maybe it might just be in like Cologne, and then you slipped into Brussels, and then the psychic scan went off. I can't remember the timing.
Yeah, I love an Irish coffee.
Because I'm thinking if he did the obvious and want Merciless and let's say Glamour 15-8 and then this is Spain and this is like the most distance you can get and one of the best sea escape you can get, or okay.
Okay, now is Mr. Green gonna come up front?
He goes 15.
Oh, he's not there. Oh, so you're right. The Paris is definitely a possibility. Oh, and his course economy isn't smart.
Or 9.
Oh, yikes. Or 9. Yep. You're absolutely right.
Okay.
He could now be sneaking back into northern Germany again, or he could have gone Paris. He's going down the western coast, not Bordeaux 47.
Yeah.
Paris, Bordeaux. Yeah, he could be in Santander right now.
Yeah, and now all this tricky movement forced Mr. Green to check 36. Like, again, there's no reason with the misdirect, with the scouts, there's no reason for it to be 36 because it is extremely inefficient movement, but he had to check if it's not 36 to 24.
Well, to be fair, he also went there because of the fact he rolled slow with the horses.
Yeah, but he could have went to 38. Or
he could have checked 24 because Marseille could have been misdirected, and he could have checked 24 to see if he's going north again.
Can't get from Milan to Geneva by road.
Yeah.
He was in 60,
right.
And then yeah. Oh, he was in Milan. Sorry about your bad.
Captain Joe says, "I suspect Strasbourg was misdirected." Yeah.
Yep.
It's looking increasingly likely it was that way, unless it was Geneva.
Probably Geneva, because Strasbourg maybe is raid too easily from Munich.
Or maybe he went Geneva because he maybe went Paris, back to Strasbourg, but that's incredibly risky.
Yeah.
But clearly jbphilly is not against a tricksy move, so and then the problem is now Mr. Green's going to be constantly in his head going, is he playing tricksy on me now, or is he playing standard?
Yes. And
that's going to put in so much doubt.
yeah, it is important to put the doubt, because then you start making efficient moves, and they're even more efficient because Hunter starts checking all the tricksy ones.
Yeah.
I mean, where they're located is not too bad. Seward could train ride up to 9 or 16, potentially, if he's got a ticket. Get up there, because he could be kicking about in that area. Then, as long as you get rid of that rumour, then it goes back to what we were saying earlier, where Jack has still got to get any points on the board, and he's going to have a week of actually just getting to location, which then there's actually plenty of time for hunters to still get him. So
yeah, and it's one of those weird games where, you know, if hunters, it just things fall right for them, they could end up with a 15 IDS victory, but that's not the type. Oh, it's in France. That is not the type of game that's been. This has not been a walkover at all.
No, I mean the fact that Mr. Green's not supplying could allude to the fact that he's got the cards he needs. He's just waiting for. He's not at the right time to actually get him yet. You know, if he gets him cornered.
Is this France moving into Spain, or is this France moving into Germany?
I think it was the other way around. Oh, you're talking about. All right, okay, sorry.
Because the fact he's in France now, but where's he going from France? There's two different ways, and his wolf form is about to be back up.
Yep.
And he's just got to be careful. Wherever Philly goes, don't overstay.
Yes. So actually, this scan may tell quite a lot that probably Dracula's is 9 or 8, and he was just about to move away, because with 4 locations and a swarm of hunters, where he's gonna go, right? He probably didn't want to stay too long here. So my guess is this scan actually tells like quite a lot.
Yeah. If he can evade them this move, he then gets his wolf back, and that could benefit him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact the rumor token is, if the rumor token can mature, even though it'll wipe the trail, that's just going to advance his cause so much for the first week.
Take that at this stage.
The perfect timing. Yeah,
absolutely.
It'll be the perfect timing for it. Yeah, absolutely.
But if Mr. Green got with Helsing surprising return, he can just surprising return, check direction, use renewed figure, and win the game.
Yep. Or if he tries to be sneaky and goes Amsterdam, North Sea, UK, Consecrated Ground could come out to ruin things.
Yeah.
Money Trail, if it's from Spain, there's still a lot of really nasty things that the Jackals have to deal with here.
Yeah, there's a lot of time.
That's a sea move. So that's from a French port. If I were Drac, I would be in 29 now and go to sea, and wolf form to 52, go to Swansea.
It is interesting. So is it 8 or 29? It can be 49.
Is there any way it could be? Have you hidden none? Oh.
Yeah.
Still doesn't know. Is it English Channel? Or is it Bordeaux? So, or maybe it is Brussels then. So in Brussels, Le Havre, non-Bordeaux. They can get to Brussels then. I'd be scared of RV. Yeah, absolutely.
I also just noticed jbphilly maybe. I don't know if he knows. He may know, but he may be unintentionally throwing the game. If he sees that one Heavenly Host is used, he may safely land in England without moving.
Oh, right. But the fact that the deck's about to reset. Oh, I mean, not Paris. Right. So it looks more like it's Brussels. But the thing is, like, North Atlantic's still good because 3 sea moves. It could be North Sea, English Channel, or Mediterranean.
Yeah.
And at that point, he could Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. Wait, Friday move to South Atlantic. Saturday, he wouldn't be able to land in Cagliari to get points. But he could then wolf form from Trillian to Bari, for example.
All it needs is 2 delay cards on these ports. Bat would be useful. If you had a bat on each, it'd be even better. You could just push them back off the
Yep.
ports.
Yep, absolutely.
One bat is in the discard. Okay.
Oh,
Vampire
knife fight.
City.
Right, now
Uh-huh.
this is another... Yeah.
7
Yeah.
health.
I'm surprised he searched it, knowing there's a rumour token 2 away.
2 items, 2 weapons.
Yeah, but could die here. No Lucy's Revenge to save him. There could be a great strength, though. Wow. I think it's Philly here, yeah, you're just gonna have to... You might have to take a low IDS win here by sea travel, but Rufus Smith isn't in play, so...
Jesus. It's a
This
very
is-
difficult move there now.
Oh,
well.
Wow.
Fair enough.
Didn't expect him to have that, but fair enough.
He's got Pussy Circle. I mean, Holy Circle. Bye.
But then, that's... Kadami's even weaker in terms of combat, then.
Yeah, but
Uh,
he has the easy supply, right? And the reshuffles.
yes, that's true. Yeah.
Reshuffles with a lot of weak items, but also stakes.
All the stakes are still, yeah. Now the deck, yeah, so, but... Okay.
Problem is he knows now it's in Brussels.
Yeah.
So he can potentially stop it. But the stakes are in the discards. He's going to have to do it the old-fashioned way by fighting, and then Philly will know it, and he can just bait them into a knife fight.
I mean,
And anything
Van
else.
Helsing and Sue could jump on, I guess, if it's a... Yeah, depending on what it is.
Most probably new vampire because it was the one left from his deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's
Well, I'll have it-
aristocratic.
Yeah, because he got the new vampire and non.
Yeah.
He's got a
Unless he
reckless
got
back.
lucky and
He's got a reckless back from... Oh, there's one.
Oh! And this is Mina we're talking about.
Oh, Mina. What's she got?
She must have a knife. She has to have a knife at least.
Yeah,
amongst
she
all this.
has.
Oh, it was revealed earlier. Was there any trading?
She traded
I
Godalming, but did Mina trade away knife? I mean,
I
she
think
likes
Van
her
Helsing.
knife.
I think Van Helsing and Mina traded.
Yes, but would you move away a knife from Mina?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Oh.
I kinda get that. I mean, you're most afraid of mesmerize, right, as Mina?
Yeah, but you can mesmerize now.
Yeah, but if the feeling that
Unless she's got a heavenly host.
escaped,
Yeah. And I guess maybe if you ever have any hosts, if you've got a great strength, maybe you just play
Just
it.
play it,
but-
yeah, and take him out. But again,
yeah,
he's not the rumor token, so...
clothing, okay.
Oh.
Did she dodge? Did she dodge?
Escape.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. Played.
Oh, missed opportunities here for Philly.
Yeah, I mean, you can have 1 or 2 bad hands, but I think he's trying to preserve it of his vampires
Yeah.
in the long run, it seems. Maybe actually Mistergreen learned that about him, like playing few games, so he realized like he can night search
Yeah.
vampires.
It's true, you do, yeah, that's right. You learn how the opponent plays.
Because even if they deal with the rumor token one, we don't know what's behind it, and then you got 2 more behind that.
Well, Nance, I think that Mistergreen will leave Nance. It is new vampire for 3 points, so I think he will deal with rumor token. Maybe check out Lehar, and he will probably leave the new vampire. Or like supply with Godalming to resupply items. If there is stake, great. If no, let's go.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time, hasn't he? But then if they're dealing with that, he's not dealing with Dracula, and this is the
Yeah.
point of the game where you need to be dealing with Dracula.
But Dracula is in a C now, so the North
Yeah, no
Atlantic
renewed
is
vigor. No.
yes, and North Atlantic is really awkward sea. You don't really like build that much distance. You need to
No, I
Like-
much prefer leaving from South Atlantic's better.
yeah. What living from South Atlantic is great. Both you can move both 2 or 3 sea moves, and these are really obfuscating.
But still, the fact you can land in... but then, we've seen one excellent weather. Does he have the other one? Is he safe if he goes to Cagliari? Do you take the risk and go one extra sea space to Turini and then you wolf form to Bari, hide, because you're getting really far away from them?
He's not that well supplied still. Like 40 events at the end of the third week.
And only just reset the item deck. Oh, this is gonna go down to the wire, this one.
I think as well, with his, if he's got his economy sorted out and he's got renewed vigor, even if Drac landed in Italy, the hunters could still be on him quicker than he may imagine.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
yeah. And Dracula is taking damage. Dracula may die to
And-
1, even to 1v1 in a lucky situation.
I Sud didn't move on to Brussels. So maybe Mistergreen has calculated that the new vampire non is the last remaining vampire, so maybe it's an aristocratic in Brussels.
Possibly, because the reckless in Bordeaux would have made him feel more encouraged, perhaps. So,
Yeah. Imagine, oh, if he gets this wrong though.
I didn't pay attention to when the encounter deck reshuffled, but he might be right.
Maybe it's just a bluff. Are you
Maybe
stressed?
it's
Yeah, I'm
not
stressed.
right.
I'm just watching it. I hate to be
That's
playing in this
true.
game. This is mental.
Yeah, like from both perspectives, like there were multiple situations where it's
Oh, it's a
reckless.
vampire.
oh,
What on earth? And 6
Oh.
health Van Helsing.
Yep, he's got 3 combat items though.
Yeah.
well,
Philly, if Philly plays this well, he can just potentially win the game off this one move.
That is
But
true.
combat hasn't gone in his favour yet
no.
today.
6 weapons on Van Helsing's a dangerous figure,
Yeah.
especially if he's got a heavenly host.
Absolutely. But no planned ambush though, so it's not like he can easily just like plan
No,
ambush
no,
and
no.
heavily host this.
No. Mistergreen likes to flip between dodge on first play and punch on first play, so you're trying to work out whether you're going to lose a card or win a card off that.
Punch is usually a very good opener. But
And if he
having
calls
6
it,
health,
oh man. Oh,
okay.
oh my god.
I'm not having that. That's fucking disgraceful. I'm not having that, honestly. Run away! Run away!
But yeah, but
Story of Holy Circle, but that's 7 points.
7 points,
Yeah.
yeah. So all of a sudden,
That's ju-
the sea travel doesn't seem as bad.
But on the other hand, all the tray is wiped, so he can just focus on killing Dracula and winning the game.
Yeah, but
right?
but the 7 points is so vital though. He needs
It
2
is.
moves. He can literally just go Tyrrhenian, Wolf Form, hide. That's it.
Yes.
Don't,
It is true.
JbPhilly, do not misclick. Please, under no circumstances misclick.
He should. I think we can trust him. I think this game has proven that he's very competent Dracula player.
Yeah, I like the fact he's got the testicular fortitude to move Drac around places close to the hunters and let them jump around him. I like that approach.
Yeah.
Is it when he, as you said, when he wasn't?
Why?
Oh,
No. It was Lair. Wait, why it was Lair?
Why?
This is true.
What?
Was this mix the okay?
I get a hoax,
Or a
Oh,
fog?
why just
Wait.
take the 7 points?
or he goes to North Sea and he wolf forms back onto Brussels.
No. He's in Mediterranean and just lands in Marseilles. And this is a fog. But Mr. Green clears that for sure. Right?
But he could have gone North Atlantic, English Channel, North Sea.
Yeah. That's true.
They all jump south.
Why would you just take the 7 points and you can just
Yes.
win the game by going to Rin
Yes,
and
yeah,
Wolf of
yeah.
Davari hide? Oh man. I really hope that wasn't a misclick.
No, it can't be. He knows how to.
That
He knows
was
how
an
to do that.
extremely weird decision.
Oh, he's played it really well up to this point.
Yeah.
He deserves to win based upon the shenanigans he's pulled here.
This is true.
Oh, he's got to move 3 extra days in the final week. Oh.
But that's the thing that we talked about Mr. Green. He has a fortitude that he doesn't mistakes at the last stages of the game, right? So this is also very important. Well, let's see what's in Lahar. Wait.
I just think if he moves a 4 sea space to Tyrrhenia, I don't think the Huns are going to catch him in time.
he did North Atlantic, North Sea, English Channel, like make a circle, and he either misdirects the harp afterwards searches. So he has 2 to 3 days to spend in the harp in fog, or he matures it after landing. And
Yeah.
I think this is like overcomplicating. The 7 points is
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta take the easy stuff here.
no. It was even. Uh,
Maybe he was just worried that the hunters are going to be freed up too much if he
Yeah, but-
matures it. But I just take the 7 points.
yeah, but hunters can ignore vampires and trade 7 points for free. Into 3 and still be free. Okay, this is very complicated in English. So if hunters ignore the trail, they're still free for less influence.
See, I would let. Yeah, I agree with that. I wouldn't get delayed for this to have. Let that mature. It gets rid of the reckless and the new, and then you're still getting the same action where your hunters are freed up. So.
Oh, and if he has actually gone round in circles, he can now go back to North Atlantic again. Oh no, because he has to move. Oh no, he has to move and then it matures. Yeah, no. Ah.
And now,
Play.
like the game
What did
starts
I- what-
finding a way.
What did I miss, Gyro? I think there's too much to explain. The age escaped and the vampire was not matured. Yes. Accidentally? Maybe. We don't know. Only Philly knows. I think if he misclicked, he might have written misclick in the chat, but maybe didn't want to tell Mistergreen it was a misclick. Oh,
I have
Maybe-
always a sense that Philly sometimes just rolls a die what he has to do. And this is one of the points when he says, hey, it doesn't make sense, but dies
Oh,
landing.
and he's landed when he's not getting points for it. Oh, I don't know how. Oh, he's layering it. What is going on? I am so confused about everything in this.
Yeah, this is a little bit much.
Now, let me explain what he's done. He's in Hamburg, he's got his wolf form, he's going to jump down to 44, he's left the reckless vampire because any of the other 3 try and jump on it, they get hit with the layer. They've also got to deal with non-subordo, and then he's just going to work his way down, and he'll win the game, so it's fine, don't worry. I bid you adieu. Yeah, it's fucking weird though.
And this is where he gets like a lucky hide scout and then just nukes him with consecrated ground.
3.
I think he's in Cagliari, but
He has to be in Cagliari, but
he had to be in Vienna, right? So I don't know.
Or maybe he's only landing now for obfuscation's sake, right? If you go 4 sea space, he's definitely in Turinian. This is why I just think mature the vampire, move to Turinian, Ari, hide, win the game.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh.
We can even do the circle and like move into 52 from English channel.
No, there's no way he can make that work with timing. Is he gonna let Bordeaux mature so it wipes all the sea spaces, then he goes off from Cagliari to Mediterranean?
If he hides and feeds, yes.
Yeah, money trail inhibitors are a thing, jbphilly. I completely agree. This is why, I think the move I was suggesting, you completely ignore it.
Sorry, I ignored you. What were you saying?
Read the chat, by the
just
way.
in the chat.
Yeah.
Very funny. Very good.
Oh, hang on. Oh, I didn't do my joke when he was at sea. Oh.
Oh well, we'll never hear it now. Right, carrying on.
Cheeky fucker.
Look at Godalme, he's just taking. I know they're typing, but he's just taking so long to make his move.
I know they're all just, they're all just getting, they're all like that. Right, while we're in France, do you know what? What's the worst can happen? Let Dracula. We'll catch him next year.
Oh, I know what's going on. Philly is delaying the game so that Strider can see the finale. That's what he's doing.
Was it? Or, meanwhile, Strider's arrived home with 2 traffic lights attached to the back of his car and a cyclist. Got an image of Strider parks his car the same way that Frank Drebin used to do in Police Squad, where it's just like he stops the car when he hits something, and it's like that's the brakes. There we go.
Oh dear.
Wait, a steak is in a discard pile right now.
Oh, is it? Oh my god.
There's trail of four vampires were already not matured, and there's this steak.
I'm a little bit delirious. This is the 3rd game I've recorded today, but even then, it's almost 1 a.m. and I'm just like, what is going on?
This game is starting to seem weirder than the previous game with Captain Gyro.
Yeah. Aye.
That's true, Warecraft. I mean, the Americans do have a Mustang.
Oh! Wait.
Go and do it. No. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, rock up for the next Virgin Joktide.
Yeah.
Put the steak on the front of your bumper.
Okay.
Skewer them.
So, Scots-word. Tell me what would you do as hunter in such position? As a prime hunter, as an alpha hunter.
Trying. Oh man, you need hypnosis here, but I don't even know. I would give up stopping these vampires. I just supply and get hypnosis. That would just solve the issue. But I'm so confused about everything.
I think that what Mistergreen is doing is he found stake on Mina. He pretends, and he's staying on those vampires. So he wants to deal with 1 vampire instead of 3, and he wants for jbphilly just to lair the vampires.
Maybe.
But this is interesting. The only lair that survived the whole game is the initial Salonika Reckless Vampire.
Oh. But returning there's no use if it's not going to mature. That's the thing, like, take the mature effect of all the other stuff before it.
Unless he put fog there and wants back to his fog, but this is also pointless. He could have cleared the lair before the deck reshuffle and he would have the fog back. I don't know.
Well, come on, Mr. Green, get moving. What the fuck's going on?
I think because by the sounds of it, jbphilly's having to take a bathroom break. So, Mr. Green's doing it as well. They're both taking a bathroom break. Oh, maybe I should do the same.
Yes.
You know what? I am actually going to take advantage. I'll be back.
Anybody else in the chat that needs to go to the toilet? Go now. This is your last chance. We're not stopping on the way there. He's back. He's going to start moving. And we're
Okay,
off.
we start moving. Okay.
Right, let's see.
What will Mistergreen do? Okay, he is full on items and events, so the window of opportunity for Dracula is diminished when hunters were weak.
This is so you let nons. That's fine. So not. Yeah, he wants nons to mature with the 3, but I imagine he's just going to let that layer as well.
And he even leaves Bordeaux. Mina needs to scan, right? Is this all about? No. She doesn't have what to scan. Is it hypnosis turn?
You see, he could. So if nons goes 1, 2, 3. No, he needs Bordeaux to go. If he went You could let. So if he went North Atlantic, South Atlantic Med, and he's gone into Spain, also clear South Atlantic. 2, 3. So he could then go back to Spain, over to the coast, and then go back up again. Because that's scoring now, so he could try that.
But the
Oh, okay.
round.
Okay, he's going for it. Who does he think he is? He thinks he's in the
Blind.
UK.
Okay, Cagliari. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Sorry, live stream. I had to catch up with everyone.
Fine, so that's
And
fine. You can move now.
but this is, I think this is the thing where Draculas can die. This is nasty.
Yeah, he did. So Cagliari is a good move because he can't stay and hide. Because if Nonce had matured, it would have freed up oceans again.
By the way, Cagliari is another vampire. I think we saw only vampires as encounters this game.
No, yeah, he just keeps siring them everywhere he goes.
Yeah, but now Dracula is on 10 health, moving through sea, just only weakens him even more. His direction is very clear.
Yeah.
Hunters.
HUCG.
Yes, hunters.
You'd have to assume that he's got at least one RV though. This is his usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
there's no points there, like we said. There's no points. There's no real rush. He's got to land first, and then he's got to get 4 days. So
No. There's
Yeah.
a thing he could do here. Could this work?
you're going to say,
no,
"Well, I
I'm
was
sure
thinking
it
of
won't.
Bordeaux maturing and free the seas up."
Yeah, you go to Iridium and then go back again, but that's not going to work.
Not that.
He would need to risk leaving Bordeaux.
What's in Cagliari? Vampire.
Yeah.
I've only taken the 7 points, but then it would have freed up the hunters. I kind of get it. I get it to a certain extent.
But they were free anyway. They didn't deal with any other encounters, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, they just ignored everything.
I would understand the hesitation if it was other way around. If it was more tokens later, right? But
That's him down 8 health now.
Oh, you're right. He's matured that one.
Right, yep. Okay, that's 3.
yeah.
Still 4 days he has to get there though. We'll form to 5. Take another hit. Go to 55, and as you say, go land on Salonika.
But he can't.
Yeah, but
he can't
he's not.
form 5.
Because the hunter's going to check that.
Yeah.
I think he missed the opportunity to go there. If he just matured
Yes.
the first vampire and gone all the way around the board, I think he would have been able to wolf it, but they've closed in too much now.
Yeah. And they have forewarned. We know that.
2.
What Philly could have also done, if you want to be really tricky about it, he could have done matured Brussels, gone all the way to Turinian,
Yes.
fake the wolf form to Bari, but he actually goes on to Cagliari, and then hides, because he would have won. He would have got 6 points from that. The timing would have worked out. They would have been at the beginning of the 4th week, so he would have been able to go Cagliari, hide, win.
You mean if he matured?
If he'd matured Brussels.
Yeah. But I think
the only way that Mistergreen would win then would be Vampire Lair CG potentially. But even then, it might not have been enough.
Yeah. He didn't even. He wouldn't need to wolf form. He can just land and say like, you can't do anything anymore.
Oh yeah, true. Because then Mistergreen might think it's. I think you still have to threaten the Bari wolf form.
Yeah, but hunters were too far anyway. They were not dealing with him in one turn.
There's one event that we don't know about. I think that's blood transfusion. I'm not sure. The Vampire Lair is possible. Yep. I think, I don't know, maybe Philly's try to be maybe a little bit too clever here by not maturing Brussels, and now the Hunters could catch him.
Yeah, this is.
This is looking bad
Yeah,
for Dracula.
I was just kind of looking at various, but
Yeah, one mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, we said Mr. Green's a patient hunter, yeah, and he's been given a huge lifeline here, which he didn't, based upon the way Philly played. You know, Philly deserved the huge lead he'd got, not in terms of points, he didn't get any points, but in terms of like Huns was so out of position, the
In points
tricksy moves around
actually,
France.
if he matured the vampire.
Yeah.
I think that's a play as well, though, isn't it? When you don't do anything like Mr. Green stayed in one place for a while, a few times this game, it's almost like you're luring, let them run and they're kind of expecting the hunters to chase, and they're like, why are you not chasing me? What are you doing? Why? And then they make mistakes like don't mature Brussels. And he just stayed where he was, and now it's a case of, right, now we strike. And it's, if the way it's going, by the time he lands in Baltica, or even if he goes that far, he's going to have at least 2 hunters on him. I don't even think he'll have time to get back home to get his health back up.
No, and the clock's just not going to be in his favour. No.
He may still win.
Yeah.
CG's been played, that's the one thing. You don't have to worry about that getting thrown in.
Oh, Honor's missing research.
Yeah. It is safe.
Oh, yeah. You don't want hunters to be doing this.
He actually got a lot from Mystic Research. 490 even.
Yeah, 5. Yeah. Mina could extend weather here to Valona to block, to make it...
Yep.
Oh.
Salonica's still a layer, so he could land in Salonica, double that up. You'll get 3 points for that. He could hide.
But then what? That's the problem. Then he's up to 9. How's he going to get the other 4?
I wouldn't be surprised if he now move on to Marcellus and then be found by Mr. Green.
I wouldn't, because Forewarned has been traded around. I would not be surprised if Godalming's got it.
Yeah, Godalming consumer.
He could Forewarn Fog. And then his curtains, he just dies.
Now this is like really difficult game for Dracula.
Yeah.
I mean, he still needs to. I was just trying to work out with Cagliari if that matures, but he's still not going to.
Nah,
he's going to run out of health by the time that happens.
It's so slow.
Space.
I mean, he might, if he's able to hold out in the east long enough, he might be able to get it to mature with his final move to make up those 4 points, but...
Yeah.
That's the ideal situation. If he can get Cagliari to mature and he moves into a hunter space to win. And he forces the hunters. Maybe he does go to Salonica. Then feeds, hides. Yeah, you have to hide, not feed. Force the hunters into him and Cagliari matures.
Even if Cagliari matured, say he does Salonica and he managed to get the time to do 55-3, Cagliari mature. He's got the option of either that releases the seas when he goes back and just has to land 1. You have to feed, and that's the issue. He's going to have to be somewhere. And this can be on him by then.
And he also cleared his lairs, so whatever was in Salonica is
not
going to
true. Yeah.
Just did it last. He was there.
Because CG's, not an issue anymore. So you could just land in Salonica and then wolf form. And you don't know. Is that enough though? Nah, he's then 1 short if he wolf forms to Athens. He'll have to hold out for the Cagliari mature.
I mean, he would need to hide and feed, and then go back to sea.
Yeah. True, because you have to move, wouldn't he? Oh. Salonica. Athens. Hide. Feed. Oh, yeah. Oh, then Cagliari matures. Yeah, I think it would just work.
It's going to be, I mean, it's a...
This is...
The game of fractions here. It's going to really come down to whether... Depends what these guys have now. If he's got a renewed figure, I'd put a bet on that. He's got to have that because then he can get fast horse size. He can get down to 55, 46, and all of a sudden be a 2-on-1, and that'll be more than enough to take him out, I would imagine.
He also leaves suspiciously open Adriatic Sea, I mean Bari.
Mm.
I think it may be a bait. He's like, oh, watch, everyone is going east, right?
You'd have to go. Oh, maybe you could go Salonika, Valona, or just go straight to Adriatic now and then wolf off. I don't know. Because you're absolutely right. The fact that the Hunters didn't deal with the vampires on the coast, he kept supplying. He would be in the exact same position had he matured the vampire in Brussels, but he'd be 7 points up. And he'd be winning by now.
True.
This is the move to win.
Sometimes ignoring encounters is the way.
Yeah. Funny that. We should mention that earlier.
Yeah.
Now look at the event deck. We're 2/3 of the way through.
He's got an escape route as well.
Yeah.
That's a real shame.
The thing is, all they've got to do is, if one of them's got a heroic leap, and Helsing has that, whoever lands it, he trades it to them. That's him down to 2. Then,
Yeah.
you know, you could get the other hunters on him without even doing anything. So,
Yeah. With plant ambush, and he probably has at least one plant ambush. 1v1
Yeah,
combat dealing 6 damage is 7 damage to Dracula, or if he Wolfom lands 6 damage is not that big of an issue, surprisingly.
Especially the fact that Dracula can't escape his bat so early. Yeah. He's stuck in the combat. And if, as same as, you know, if the Dracula Dracula combat cards just go against him, he could easily take that amount of damage.
it's unfortunate they didn't have surprise return for Rufus, because they could have hamstrung his movement.
Oh,
Then
nasty.
that would have been a very bad, especially without maturing that 7. Could have been really. He still has a chance here, but if they had that, he wouldn't have gone this far with the 2 damage. So it's very. Oh,
but to
God.
be honest, Rufus would deal 3 damage to Dracula, and I think checking one location would be much more important. So if he has surprising return, maybe it would be better to hold on just for the scouting option.
Yeah, but then he used CG as a search tool, didn't he?
That is true. Ah, yeah. So it is. You're right. So most probably he doesn't have surprising return.
Yeah, he's cleared all the layers, Warecraft.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. It means, I mean, potentially he can land in one of 2 locations, either 46 or 3. You don't know. If he landed in 46, you would know. Depends what his depends what his hand is. Maybe he has got shit in his hand that if he lands, what's he going to place down? He's played all the vamps in France, so he's probably thinking, well, I don't want to layer it. I may as well try and hide as long as I can, make them guess and search. And as you say, maybe a 55.
Yeah, but if he has renewed vigor and surprising return, okay. So
Here we go. This will be it.
Oh.
It may be the correct decision. He may be hiding in Athens and just looking for a
Here we go.
fight.
Yeah, there it is.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Must be final week. Mistergreen's played renewed vigor.
Oh,
well, that's okay.
That's a massive win.
Oh,
I wouldn't be surprised if Mina, X, and Weathers all the way over.
Yes. Did he land with fog? And then he hides in fog?
Or maybe he's saving the fog for later.
There won't be any later, I think.
Yeah.
Because he hides, he's up to 9. Where's he getting the other 4 points from?
Oh yeah, it's right. Seward wants to block 55. Yep. Okay.
Right.
Perfect. Yeah.
He feeds, he dark calls, and goes back to Yanyan.
If he's landing Salonika, if he's Yeah, he's having to bank on this Cagliari thing maturing, but then he's still 1 point short, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, but if he is in Athens and uses all Dracula powers, and he has double fog, he might go back to Ionian Sea.
That's true. Yeah, so it has to think about this. If he hides, that's up to 9. Cagliari matures 12. Yeah, or he could just move into a hunter to win.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, he needs Cagliari to mature. Yeah, he can just move into a hunter.
Yeah.
Is that going to work? He needs to hide? Oh no, does that work?
Wait, but
Hide, feed. He's 1 short. He needs another move before Cagliari matures.
I think Helsinki is taking a lot of time. Is he?
Maybe if he's in 46 and you wolf form. But then where do you go? He needs to make an extra move. Yeah, the Cagliari is going to be too late.
I'm surprised how he doesn't even check 46. Like, he doesn't care about 46, right?
Maybe he thinks maybe he's got a second renewed vigor, and he's realised if he moves out of 46, he can catch him.
Yeah.
So the question is, if you're on 46, do you wolf form out of 46 now, or do you wait 1 turn with the hide, but then they'll just surround you, and it makes wolf. Oh.
I mean, he could, he could do what you were saying. He could hide now. If he's in Athens, he could hide now. Say he's played a hide, right? Say he's got his 2 fog, he throw them down, so that removes any forewarned issue. And then he moves. And then by then that's 12.
And my question is, Godalming has 2 events. What are those?
Well, double fog. If he manages to block and get time, he could feed as well. And that'll then take the trail up where he will get Cagliari to mature.
But what if Godalming has double forward? Oh, by the way, Mistergreen forgot to heal Godalming. He's on 9 health and he's passing him.
So that's true. Yeah. So if he hides in Athens, feeds in Athens, and then he moves. Yeah.
No, he needs to Darkle.
He may have double forewarned. That is definitely true.
Okay.
But that work. Oh man, he needs to have drawn the double forewarned and then give double forward.
That's it. He'll only have 1 4-1, you'd imagine. Unless so whoever lands on him first. If he has got this, we don't even know. But if he has got the double fogs plan, which would be ideal, whoever lands first, you just ambush. And if they turn around and block the first one, you get them with the second. That's enough.
Is that a crazy idea? If he's in Salonika, do you wolf form hide?
Oh, I don't know. Because if Seward checks it the next minute.
Yeah, but then if he's got double fog, then who cares?
Well, yeah. But then you've still got 3 hunters on you. Wow.
Okay.
Time for tinfoil reefs.
Or he wolf forms from Salonika into Athens.
Yep.
That's another option.
It throws
but then you'd have to hide.
Oh,
and then feed. Right.
Okay.
If he escapes his renewed vigor, he wins. I think. If he has wolf form, if he stayed in place, then he'll feed. If he's wolf form somewhere, then he'll hide. Cagliari needs to mature. Oh my days, this is so close.
Oh my god! I told you that this game will either end in the first week or in the fifth week.
Yeah, wolf form would be a risk, but I think a normal wolf form is a bigger risk. Unless he checks Salonika first to make sure where he's wolf formed from. Here he goes. Athens. No.
Oh.
It could be in 56 now.
He could be in 56 now.
The fog.
He's got renewed vigor. That's the thing. But like, Seward's not going to have double forewarned. I don't think he is. No. Oh my days! What is this game? Yep. Yes, called it.
You're good. Yes. And he called.
Come on, Philly. Double fog, and you got him.
Yes.
1 fog.
I mean, it is Seward with 3 events.
Four.
Yeah. And
Oh.
second forward. Second forward.
Well played.
Oh!
Philly,
Oh,
Philly,
fog, yeah.
well played.
Oh, man.
Holy shit, what a game this has been. This is insane. Oh my god. Oh, I don't want to
I'm
fight GG in the chat yet.
speechless. Wait.
Holy moly, what a game this has
But he
been.
needs to feed. He needs
Yeah, but
to
that's fine.
darkle and
He's
move.
completely,
Yes.
He's
He's
completely
got
safe.
2 knights, so he's okay. He's got
Yeah.
feed, and then Cagliari matures, then he just moves.
Now don't.
What a
click-
game.
Wait. Vampire Lair.
Nope.
No, not enough.
Um,
Not enough.
it would take. It wouldn't save him.
Yeah.
nope.
Okay.
Wow.
Misclick and don't go into fight with Stuart.
No.
Yeah, take on Stewart in a fight. Okay.
Oh, holy moly! I thought he'd messed up, not betraying Brussels, but well played. That was utterly insane.
Well,
I think he did mess up Brussels.
he
but
did
very
mess
well
up.
redeemed himself
This is
by doing
true.
Salonica move there.
Do you think so? Did he write it in the chat?
Oh, but I just
No.
think I mean, why would
You
you?
just think he did? Well, I'll try and get a word with him afterwards. While we're on live stream, let's see. Is Mistergreen calling it? It looks like it.
Yeah,
He said
you put
GG.
GG, yeah.
yeah. I mean, he
You-
can't do anything. If jbphilly doesn't make any mistakes now, he has 100% win.
Yeah, absolutely. He just has to feed
Marco.
under the fog and then
Yes.
move into any space, even if a hunter's there,
Now,
and
it
make sure
depends
he
whether
gets vampire.
if Philly's been in this position, does he know that feed won't give him 3 points? And if he feeds, does he get nervous and then move? You know, that's the issue. He might think I need to move
He
to
can-
get points because feed won't give me it.
Or maybe he will learn Cagliari.
Yeah, he might well.
But nice call on the wolf from height. It is. You were
Is there
completely
any
right
way
on
he can
that.
get back to? Is there any way he can get back to Cagliari? I don't think so.
No.
Oh, hang on.
I mean,
No.
No, he can't.
No,
No.
because
But he doesn't need to. As long as he knows if he feeds, that's fine. Helps his IDS and all that.
Scots-word means hunters.
Or he does.
Had thought. That
Oh, he's a
Cagliari
dark
might-
call, actually. He'll have the dark call. Oh, no, hang on. That fog's gonna go tomorrow.
He's just feeding. Well played.
Yeah.
I'm still on the edge of my seat over here. Philly,
Yeah, that's right.
we
That's
be on
right.
the edge
That'll
of your
mature.
seat.
Yeah, that's fine.
We are
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I'm on the. I'm literally on the edge of my seat.
Oh, Warecraft was suggesting if Van Helsing had Sense of Emergency backwards onto Genoa, he could have potentially excellent weathered across to stop this vampire maturing. But maybe he doesn't have a stake. And maybe he doesn't have excellent weather. Yeah, yeah, that's GG. Holy shit. What a game. This has been
Wow.
like over 2 hours, but what a quality game this has been.
Jesus, that has been.
Please, Philly, do not lair this vampire. Please don't lair this one.
Yeah, who else is in this group with these two great? I wouldn't like to be in this group.
Edward Scissorhands, Fangs of Fire, and
Oh, yeah.
Reckoner.
Oh, all right. Well, okay.
But remember the way the tournament works. If you finish second or third, yeah, you're not eliminated, but you have to go into the playoff in the second stage. Only the top one guarantees final league, so
Yeah,
it could be,
yeah.
you know, just because you get second or third doesn't mean you're getting through to the final league. So
Mhm.
they're all fighting for top place, and there's a huge win for Philly.
Yeah.
Look, where does that? But yeah, it does.
And now this puts all the now Philly is going to go into the match against Edward Scissorhands with a completely different perspective on it.
Yeah.
And obviously, but Edward has watched this and he's seen how good Philly's been playing.
Let's just make sure
But
Philly
maybe
doesn't
it will
fuck it
help
up.
him. Maybe it will help him because he will be ready for some tweaks.
Mhm.
But this
But
is
then what
really
you do is you then play basic moves and then let the opponent think you are being tricksy while they just run around in circles. You play the straight narrow game.
This is true.
That's good for Group C. That's put these. Oh Jesus, yeah.
By the
I think
way,
Group C is almost tough as Group D. Warecraft says, I think honestly you might be right.
Yeah. I didn't expect I was.
I knew you'd spoken too soon. I'm not quite sure what
I don't think there's
that
any
was on about.
easy groups looking at all these players.
Oh, he made.
Hey, come on, Philly, don't fuck it up.
Mina drew Vampire Lair,
But
but didn't have the one with the stake.
yeah, but
Man.
Vampire Lair doesn't change anything.
No, Vampire Lair doesn't change anything. No, you're
7
absolutely right.
plus 3 is still 13.
Yeah. Sure, move, job done.
No, Roscoe's not in the tournament, Strider.
No, unfortunately, real life took over this time of the time to play.
Right, I am getting ready to instantly message Philly and ask him if it was a misclick or not. It doesn't even matter, because he's gonna... Don't misclick. Philly, I'm just gonna do this for you, Philly.
Now we
Come
go
on,
over to our
Sam.
sideline reporter, Scot-sword, who's got a couple of words with our champion, jbphilly.
That was for Philly.
Amazing game.
Equally for Mistergreen, because that was a hell of a battle, guys. You guys put up one hell of a fight. Congratulations
That was
to
an
both of you.
amazing game. Every time I think, oh, that's been a great game this tournament. Misclick on Russell's material. I'm just going to ask him just to see if he had planned that. Then fair enough.
But I hope he misclicked.
Yeah,
and then he
there's no real
still
plan.
won anyway.
Yes.
Oh, he managed to avoid misclicks. He planned it. Well, that takes some balls and a half to say, oh no, I'm not going to mature this 7-point vampire. I'm just going to beat you anyway.
But it was a mistake. It was a mistake.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, I think it was the wrong choice. Questionable decision, perhaps. Yeah, I agree. I think it was the I think there's a much easier path to victory, but the way it all worked out, I think obviously if Mistergreen had caught him, then fair enough. But I think Philly had played so well, he definitely deserved a win. Yeah, even Philly said immediately, even though it worked out, I'm not sure if it was the right choice. Yeah, but yeah. Well, it worked out.
I'm not in this tournament. It's fucking full of bad bastards
Yeah,
that just do random shit.
But this tournament has just been... Let me just make this clear to everybody. Like, this has been only 10, not even like 8 days of the tournament, and some of the gameplay we've seen has just been unreal. Some of the best games I've ever seen. And it's not just from like the experienced folk, it's been like, a lot of like the newer members of, tournament gameplay has been coming in. It's been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Is Strider putting boar emojis in the live stream chat? Oh my god.
Yes.
Yes, he is. Oh,
maybe he's
Strider, never
bored.
change. Oh no, that was a joke on a chat that I had. A good one. But
He was never, great board game. Oh, he's still got trouble with words. I told you, it's like he knows 30 words. He's got to try and make them fit into every sentence he says. Easy Peace was lost. Never would have guessed.
What do you mean Peter was lost? What are you on about? Mistergreen.
He's watching a game for the last tournament this summer.
Probably, yeah. Oh dear, oh dear.
Right, well, listen, gentlemen, the viewers, it's been great having a chat with you guys. Of course, Scot-sword, Richek, it's been brilliant commentating with you. That was a hell of a game to watch. In fact, both games tonight have been really good for various reasons. It's nearly 12:30 where I am, so I'm going to go to bed because I'm working, and I will catch you all again soon. Take care, guys.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Roscoe,
take care.
for being with us.
Bye.
And yeah, I'm going to stop the stream racing because it's 1:20. I need my bed. I've got work tomorrow. But thank you to Roscoe for obviously he's gone now. But thank you for Roscoe for joining, and Rikazik, thank you very much for being here for the 2 games.
Thank you for inviting me and watching all those awesome games.
Absolutely, yeah. And Philly has really put down a strong marker there, beating Mistergreen as Dracula. That's just, that now Group C is completely wide open. and that just shows, you know, the quality that we've got in this competition. You can't just assume that's going to be the quote-unquote top-seeded players who are going to win. Likes of jbphilly and
yes,
then
and
have other
especially that
ideas.
Mistergreen didn't show like weak performance. It's not like he misclicked
No.
on tickets, on movement, he missed something. jbphilly simply outplayed Mistergreen.
Yeah. And the way we were hyping Mistergreen beforehand, that was legitimate. So this is no mean feat here. So yeah, very well played. Mistergreen played very well, of course, but congratulations to jbphilly. That's a vital win for the tournament. And thank you everybody who's been watching the live stream and for commenting and for checking us out. I don't know when the next match will be. Probably later in the week, but I don't think it'll be a live stream. I'll probably do only live streams on the weekend, but we'll see. I'll let you know in the Discord community what's going on. But if you check on the channel, there are lots of other games coming up this week. There's like 1 game a day, pretty much, for the next 3 or 4 days. And in the descriptions of all the videos, you'll find the playlist for all the matches in case you miss anything. And signing off now. Good night, everybody. Have a good week, and see you in the next episode of Fury of Dracula very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.